Due to population control and hybridisation, the Australian dingo faces extinction. This threat stems from the many dualities in the dingo's identity, being described as both pest and protected, native and introduced, and pure or hybrid. This ambiguity in the species identity allows for the dingo to be classified as a Class II pest, placed in the same category as feral cats and cane toads. Therefore, it is legal for dingoes to be baited, and there is a bounty payable in most shires of $30 to $50 per dingo scalp. If the dingo is nothing more than an introduced pest, these measures can be justified. However, if the dingo is a native animal, like koalas and echidnas, these measures are damaging to ecosystem biodiversity. The dingo is a relatively new arrival to Australia, appearing in the fossil record around 3,500 years ago. Dingoes are placental mammals. They are dog-like in appearance, however there are many differences between the dingo and the domestic dog. The dingo has longer canine teeth and a longer, more tapered muzzle than that of a domestic dog. Dingoes also breed only once per year and rarely bark, tending to howl instead. Dingoes have clearly defined social hierarchies, where only the alpha male and female of the pack breed, and they also have defined pack territories or ranges that the pack will defend against other predators and other dingoes. Dingoes are opportunistic carnivores. Their diet consists mainly of small marsupials and rodents. However, dingoes have been known to attack livestock. The dingo is Australia's largest terrestrial predator. It is an apex or top-order predator. Increasing research on the influence of top-order predators on ecosystem biodiversity raises concerns on how the loss of the dingo, due to culling and hybridisation, may affect the sustainability of Australian ecosystems. Top-order predators have two key roles. Firstly, they regulate herbivore populations. Studies have shown that in areas where dingoes are regularly baited, native mulga scrub is dying out. This is thought to be directly related to overgrazing by herbivores. The dingo fence provides ecologists with a natural experiment on the dingo's effects on herbivore populations. Inside the fence, where the dingo numbers are low and packs are unstable, there are more herbivores. Outside the fence, where there are stable dingo packs, there is a significant decline in herbivore numbers. Secondly, top-order predators exert an influence over subordinate predators, mesopredators. Australia is now home to populations of feral foxes and cats. These mesopredators are taking a toll on small native animal populations. Research indicates that stable dingo packs regulate these populations. Dingoes kill feral cats and foxes without consuming them. They control the behaviours of these animals by creating a landscape of fear. For example, studies in Northern Australia provided evidence that dingoes cause cats to become less active in the early part of the evening. This coincides with the peak activity time for nocturnal animals. When dingoes are removed from these areas, and cats are released from the dingo-induced fear, mesopredator release, the cats hunt at the optimum time and are far more damaging to the nocturnal animal populations. Dingoes play an important role in the biodiversity of Australian ecosystems. Control methods do little to stop dingo predation on livestock and increase the populations of large herbivores, foxes and feral cats, causing biodiversity loss. The debate on the dingo's identity needs to stop so these animals can solidify their place within Australian ecosystems. An open attitude to the role dingoes play within Australian ecosystems, combined with responsible domestic dog ownership, are two ways in which we can help solve the dingo's identity crisis and ultimately save the species from extinction.